Hey guys, Joster here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video with this TV. This is the Hisense H8G 4K HDR Quantum Dot from 2020. And on my previous videos, I already showed you the first look of the unboxing and I test some settings. We went through the menus. Then I have another video with this TV testing gaming with the Xbox One X. So if you guys want to check that out, I want to leave some links or just check out the previous videos of this channel. I also share some of my settings. So this time I wanted to go through the dirty screen effect test because this is a full array TV, and normally or usually these full array TVs have problems with dirty screen effect. So if you want to see how this TV performs, this video is for you. Welcome to the channel. I'm Joster and let's do this. Alright guys, so let's run this test. This is by Modern Wise. This channel used to have really good content. I don't know what happened, but anyways, I love this test because it's showing different kinds of bright images, white, light gray, and also I see sometimes a little bit of light blue. But the important thing is that it's showing different scenarios. So you guys can see if you guys see anything, dirty spots. Personally, I don't see anything. Maybe the camera might be catching something here and there. You might see it different in your device, whatever you're watching this video on. But personally, there is nothing going on over here. The whole screen looks very clean. I also don't see any vignette, which I have seen in previous models. I remember, I think it was on the Q70T, which I did something similar. I did see a little bit of vignette on the corners, but not on this TV. So now let me show you some of the settings that I have, right? Let's go over here into the menu. Let's go into the picture settings and then let's go into the backlight. So what I did is I have the automatic light sensor and turned on, otherwise you will see a bunch of horizontal lines going on this TV because it gets really bright. So let's go into local dimming. I have it on high, as you guys notice. But and what I like about high local dimming is that I get better contrast and also the image gets brighter. But let me turn this off to see if there's any changes. Let's go back over here and there is nothing going on. Everything looks beautiful, looks nice. There are no spots whatsoever. So this is good when you're watching sports or when you're pretty much when you're watching a movie and let's say that you there's a scene on the sky. Normally with dirty screen effect you will see some spots, really weird looking spots, but that is not the case here. Let's go back again to the backlight. Let's turn local dimming into low. Sometimes when you turn on local dimming, also it has this effect. In some TVs, I remember you could see some of the lines of the local dimming, but that's not the case here. That's pretty awesome. So let's go back here into picture and now let's put it back into high. And there you go. That is local dimming in high. Alright guys, so let's say that you're watching some sports. A lot of people love to watch soccer or some other kind of sports. Let me show you the settings that I'm using here because it doesn't look that clear, especially if you're watching like over the air channel. This is Pluto Sports and it's not that clear. It's not full, I don't think it's even full HD. So let's go into here, picture settings, and I'm using standard, even though this TV also offers sport mode. Let's go over here. So I did notice that the colors, especially like the green, gets a little bit more saturated. It looks nicer, but sometimes just want to use standard. So standard, I changed some of the settings. It's a little bit warmer. So let's try first standard. These are the settings that I'm using, but let's go over here in advanced. We're gonna test some of this motion enhancements. So for example, I'm using clear, and honestly, I don't see much of a difference. I still see the images, the upscaling in this, it doesn't look that great. So let me turn this off if I see anything better. No, honestly, I don't see any kind of a difference. Let's use standard. I don't see much of a difference, but let's leave it on standard right now. Where I see a big difference is when I use motion clearness. So this is also known as BFI or black frame insertion. Now this does make a huge difference when you are watching sports. The first thing I notice is that the image gets a little dim. It does get a little darker, but my goodness, this clears up almost everything to, I don't know, maybe like 80-90%. It looks so much better. This is BFI, pretty much. When I turn this off, everything gets brighter, but my goodness, I see a lot of, what can I say, digital noise. So for that, let's go, actually, let me turn this back on. And then also let's go to noise reduction, and I have both this noise reduction and digital noise reduction. I have this one in low. If I increase this, what I did notice is a lot of haloing around a person or some objects. And when the camera gets closer to one of these players, I noticed some haloing around it. So sort of like ghosting. It looks kind of, it is very noticeable. But with BFI, or what's it called, motion clearness is what they call it here, everything is pretty much gone. I don't see that at all. Notice right here when it's this closed images, I don't see that. It looks very nice. The only thing that I said is that it gets a little bit darker. Now over here, active contrast, I have this one in medium, and viewing angles, I have this one turned on. Now the viewing angles is not a big difference. I don't see much, except that the image gets a little bit brighter when it's turned on. But honestly, when I'm watching this TV, I'm always right up front of it, so I'm not viewing this in any kind of angle. But it's so good that they have this enhancement. But like I said, I don't see much of any improvement, which is not bad because I don't see that the picture gets degraded in a viewing angle. Alright guys, so when you're watching movies, things are going to change a little bit. Let me show you what I'm using right now. This is just some sort of commercial. But I find that the picture setting theater day is probably like the most natural. I feel like everything looks more closer to how they intended to watch this movie or this content. I like this setting, even though there's the standard energy saving. Do not use energy saving. This is probably the image gets really bad. But anyways, theater day is probably my favorite right now so far. So let's go back over here, and these are the settings that we have. Actually, if you choose this one, this whole settings are already set up for you. This is how they set it up. Let's go over here into advanced. Overscan, this is not an optional. Color temperature, I have this one. This one is set to low, even though you can also use a mid-low. Low is sort of like warm 2 in movies. It's too yellowish for me, but I like to have it mid-low, sort of this warm 1 in other TVs, for example Samsung. So over here, let's go into motion enhancement. This one has it in clear. Like I said previously, this is my favorite motion enhancement, clear. But if you're watching movies, like the filmmakers mode would say to turn this off. So let's set it off. This way you can watch the movie how it's supposed to be. It's going to be 24p. So let's turn this off, right? Over here, motion clearness, this is off. This is BFI. We don't need this when you're watching movies. You don't need the BFI or black frame insertion. Noise reduction, I have this one in medium, and this one is set up to medium. Okay, so let me explain a little bit about noise reduction. So this is pretty much to reduce some used to be, not, I haven't seen it anymore, but in low resolution content, you would see some dots, like a white and black dots. It was very odd. So that used to be very, very old in like even old TVs as well. So honestly, I don't feel like we need this, especially if you're watching, let's say 4K content or just high resolution content. You don't see this anymore. All right, so I don't think we need this, because what I notice is that noise reduction also makes the image a little soft. So you don't want to have that either, right? So it brings a lot of other problems. So I turned this off. All right, let's go over here in active contrast. This is turned off. Some people say that you don't need this, but personally, I do like it so far. I feel like when you add a little bit of the active contrast, it makes the image brighter, but I don't want to have it also too bright because then sometimes the colors get washed out. So I turned it low. Over here, this color space. Usually I use native, and I feel native enhances the colors when you're watching SDR content or standard definition content. When you have an automatic, wow. So in this case, what I noticed in automatic, everything looks more natural. When I use native, everything looks more saturated. Do you guys see that difference? I don't know if you guys can see it, but his face looks more like reddish. It doesn't look, it looks kind of fake. So let's send it back to natural, automatic. Yeah, everything looks much better in auto. So maybe that's why they made this choice. Normally I use auto when there's HDR content, but in native when there is SDR content. But in this case, oh, I feel like automatic looks much better, way more natural. I like it like this. All right, guys. So these are the settings for this TV. Let me get out of here because I don't know if this video is gonna be able to go through. But anyways, those are the settings that I'm using with this TV for when you're watching movies, also when you're watching sports, and this TV looks great. There is no dirty screen effect. I'm so happy to report that. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this TV? I know you guys are excited to see the H9G. It will be on my way over here most likely next month when it's released. So I'm looking forward to review that TV as well. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. I'm Joester, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Joester out. Oh, hey guys, Joester here. Thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. By the way, did you enjoy this content? If you like this kind of content, if you'd like to support this channel, first off, make sure you like and subscribe. And also you can become a member. Just hit that join button. You get access to some of the emojis that I created. And also you get early access to some of my videos, the aftermath of the live stream that I do. But mostly just want to support this channel, hit that membership program. All right, I'm working on more videos right now, so make sure you stay tuned for more. I'll see you guys. Joester.